Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I'm just trying to make sure y'all can hear me out there. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who y'all looking at. Want to welcome y'all to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, your host, Don P. Pizzle, Pod Guy, P. Don, all those good names. But that's neither here nor there. I want to thank y'all for y'all's continued support of this podcast. I want to thank y'all for y'all continued support of this platform. Without me, or without me, there's no y'all. Without y'all, there is no me. I greatly appreciate it. Just keep them coming. What I've been doing here in the month of February, since this is my 3-year anniversary of doing this pod, and I've been here, I've been there, I've been a few places. I'm just decided, it's like, you know what, man, I might as well give these people a gift for my anniversary month and give them 2 episodes a week. I did it last week. I'm doing it this week. The month is over next week. No, I'm joking. I just feel like giving a little more content, and my plans for the future is to do something along those lines. I'm going to pick a topic every week, and I am going to do a little small segment, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. It all depends on what the subject is, like a hot topic of the week. It could be sports, it could be entertainment, it could be something in general, something big that's hitting the internet. I'm going to try to tackle that. I'm going to do that in March. So just be locked in and just be ready to be tuned in for that. It's just something I want to do. Just something I feel like doing. Is something I feel like I want to give you guys more content. I feel like y'all catching me once a week isn't enough, and there are a bunch of topics out there that I don't cover. It's some stuff that I'm gonna stay away from now. Don't get me wrong. Like, here, like, listen to me now. Like, it's certain stuff I'm not touching at all. And y'all know the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm never touching it. I'm leaving it alone. But let's get to it. As y'all are watching this, the NBA is back. The All-Star break is over, and there are a bunch of teams getting ready for the stretch run. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm pumped. I'm excited. This is actually my second year of being basketball from opening night all the way through. I did it last year. Like, because we all know basketball before Christmas isn't that exciting. However, this year was cool with the end season tournament. I thought that was pretty dope. And they're going to continue that. Maybe they'll tweak it a little bit. I don't know what Adam Silver is going to do about that. But it's going to be some fun stuff. Like, it's fun. It's fun to watch. So let's get to it, man. Let's start off in the Eastern Conference. Right now, as it stands, 1 through 6, the Boston Celtics come in at number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers number 2, the Milwaukee Bucks number 3, the New York Knicks number 4, Philadelphia 76ers number 5, and the Indiana Pacers come in at number 6. Those 6 teams, if the playoffs started tonight, would be locked into the playoffs. And we will have Milwaukee taking on Indiana, excuse me, and the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers playing in the first round. which is interesting because Indiana has beaten Milwaukee all year, kicking their ass. In-season tournament, regular season game, like it don't matter. They've been kicking Milwaukee's ass. But that was before that's before Doc Rivers got there. So who knows if it'll change? As of right now, the play-in 7 through 10 is Miami, Orlando, Chicago, and Atlanta, with Brooklyn hanging in there as closely as they can. I'm gonna just go from top to bottom. Boston, right now, Boston is playing like the best team in the league. They look like the best team in the league. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, just the whole squad. Joe Mazzulla is doing a great job. However, the Boston Celtics have been this way since 2017. They have been at the top of the conference. They have been to the Eastern Conference Finals. If I'm not mistaken, they've been there every single year. They just made the NBA Finals 2 years ago. Cleveland beat them. Miami's beat them. There was a year that they didn't make the conference finals. I believe that was 2021. Yeah, that was the year they didn't make it. I don't think they made the playoffs that year. Oh no, not. I'm thinking about Miami, but Boston. They were knocked off somewhere by somebody. Oh, yeah. They've always competed. The big question is, can they break through this year? I'll have more on that later. Cleveland, y'all already know. We talked about the Cavs, the midseason report. J.B. Bickerstaff has done a great job. Donovan Mitchell was playing at an MVP level. Darius Garland and Evan Mobley are getting healthy. Jared Allen is playing at an all-defensive level. Isaac Okoro was playing at an all-defensive level. This team from top to bottom looks like one of the best teams in the league, and they are the hottest team in the league outside of the Los Angeles Clippers. The Milwaukee Bucks at number 3. Damon Greek, they've been struggling since Doc got there. And the whole JJ Redick and Austin Rivers thing, like that is like, listen, man, y'all got to relax. I get it. JJ is being critical, and of course he's gonna stand up, like yada yada yada. But I agree with JJ. JJ is telling no lies. Can Milwaukee get their crap together? And it's not Damon Greek, and it's not offensively. It's on the defensive end where they can't stop anybody. And I believe I've said this. You can't trade your best defensive player, your best perimeter defender, because that's important here. Perimeter defense in the NBA is important. You don't trade your best perimeter defender for a guy not known for defense and expect your defense to stay in the top 5. That's all I'm going to say about that. You don't let all of your defensive guys go. PJ Tucker's been gone for 2 years. Drew Holiday is not here. Yes, Giannis is his defensive player of the year, but he's in the front court. He's not guarding point guards and shooting guards and the guys that are heavily handling the ball. The New York Knicks, y'all know how I feel about the Knicks, but I'm not going to be an ass here. They've been playing well. If they continue to play the way that they're playing and somehow make it into the top 2, and Jalen Brunson continues to play at the level he's playing, Jalen Brunson can be mentioned as the MVP. Now, I'm not sure with all of the moving parts with bringing in OG and bringing in Bogdanovich and bringing in Alec Burks. The health of Julius Randle is important. They do have a good roster. I'm not going to sit here and say that their roster is trash because it's not. I'm just not believing that this team is going to go anywhere past the second round. This looks like a second round team to me. to me. And I'm not saying that because of my whatever with the New York Knicks. I just see them as a second round exit waiting to happen. And if they're matching up with the team at number 5, if things stay the way that they stay here, and Philly can somehow tread water and stay in that 5th spot, they're going to get the New York Knicks everything. And Joel Embiid comes back healthy. I feel like the Philadelphia 76ers are going to be a team that nobody wants to play come playoff time with Joel Embiid coming back, because he is going to come back. So I feel like that's going to be a dangerous team, Philly. Nick Nurse is coming in there. But Tyrese Maxey playing at an all-star level. Most improved front runner, probably. Tobias Harris. If you're healthy, big dog, now is the time. Now is the time. There are still fans in Philly that feel like Jimmy Butler feel. Tobias Harris over me? Tobias Harris over me? Are you kidding me? Salute to Jimmy Butler. The Indiana Pacers, they were in the play-in, not the play-in, they were in the in-season tournament final, which that's when they played their best ball. Which, if this team is healthy, and you're giving me Pascal Siakam to go with Tyrese Halliburton, who is playing like the best point guard on the planet right now. He's playing pure point guard basketball and still giving you 26. And if you allow him to, he gonna get you 30 with Miles Turner and Mathurin. And that they do have a nice team. They really do. So they can get healthy and stay healthy. They can move up from 6 and get to 4 or 5 like that. The thing about the Eastern Conference, all of these teams from 3 to 7 or 8, they're bunched up. Miami and Orlando are right there. Miami is Miami. Eric Spoelstra, the Heat culture. Jimmy Butler, those guys. Oh, by the way, Philly did add Kyle Lowry. So that does make them a little something, because I'm pretty sure Kyle is going to get some playing time. Nick Nurse is his man's. They won a championship together up in Toronto. But back to Miami. Getting Terry Rozier was huge for them. You had Terry Rozier to Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. You got you a hell of a squad. You got you a hell of a starting group. So I'm never counting Miami out at this point. The way that playoff Jimmy shows up, the way Eric Spoelstra, somehow this team, come playoff time, always gets at least one playoff series. Now, will that happen now? I am not sure. Orlando is a young and up-and-coming team. Paolo Banchero is tough. Love Paolo Banchero. He is leading that team. Leading them. Wendell Carter Jr. is down there balling. Like that, Jalen Suggs, like those young guys, they can be on a path, and they might end up rounding out as one of those teams. Maybe they could be how they might round out how the Charlotte Hornets were the past couple of years, hovering in that play-in zone. They could break through a year and get the 6th seed and scare one of the top teams in the first round. But Paolo Banchero is a star. Okay, forget the Wagner brothers. Love Franz Wagner. Love Mo Wagner. Love those guys. They tough. The Cavaliers are in Orlando right now, as y'all are muting the Cavs game and watching Club Pizzle. Chicago, I'm expecting Chicago. I honestly, if Chicago drops off the face of the earth, even though DeMar DeRozan, love DeMar DeRozan, big fan of DeMar DeRozan, mid-range king, love him. But that team, no Lonzo, no Zach LaVine for the rest of the year. If they drop out, it will not surprise me. Atlanta and Brooklyn, man, Atlanta is the epitome of mid. There was a point in time where I was looking at the Atlanta Hawks and looking at my Cleveland Cavaliers and being like, they're damn near the same type of team. High scoring point guard. High scoring guards. Defensive minded, small forwards that can fill it up from time to time. Defensive big men. They were similar at a point, but then they fired Nate McMillan and brought in Quinn Snyder. And there's no knock against Quinn Snyder. I mean, he did lead the team to a top seed, but they kind of choked it away. But love Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, love that backcourt. They're just mid, though. They will get you 41-41. They may not even get there this year. That's crazy. And the Brooklyn Nets, I'm honestly expecting the Brooklyn Nets to make it into the play-in and the Chicago Bulls to drop out. I'm just throwing that prediction out there right now. Let's move to the West. Minnesota is the 1 seed. How the freak about that? OKC is 2. The Los Angeles Clippers at 3. The Denver Nuggets at 4. The Phoenix Suns at 5. And the New Orleans Pelicans at 6. That is a crazy. If y'all would have told me back in October that the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder were going to be 1-2 in the West, I would have called you a crackhead. Seriously. I am dead ass when I say that. Ant-Man, Big Cat, Rudy Gobert. They've been getting it done, surprisingly. Now let's see what they do in the second half. Let's see if they are what the Sacramento Kings were last year and able to maintain. OKC at 2. Woo-hoo! Wait, before I get to that, Dallas is 7, Sacramento is 8, the Lakers are 9, and Golden State is 10. Utah is 11, and Houston is 12. Those are the closest teams to the play-in. Now, back to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I had the honor and the privilege to watch the Oklahoma City Thunder play in person. They were the Cleveland Cavaliers home opener. Getting to watch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting to watch Chet Holmgren, getting to watch Lou Dort, the Jalen boys, I call them. What a squad. Hey, y'all, it's cool to root for the Oklahoma City Thunder again. It only took 7 years, but we back. OKC, shout out to Sam Presti. All of these draft picks, all of these trades he made, and this team is a 2 seed, and they still, in the next 4 or 5 years, have like 20-something first-round picks. So if they want to go and get somebody to add to Shai and Chet and Giddey and the Jalen boys, and if they want to add something, they can add something. They got picks to play with. Sam Presti can draft Mikey Williams at 25 if he fucking wanted to. If Sam Presti wanted to draft Bronny James next year or the year after that, when he wanted to come out, he can do it. He can afford to do it. Draft him and trade him somewhere and get some picks and get some guys. If he want to package all of those draft picks up that he got from Houston, that he got from the LA Clippers, that he got from wherever he got them from, he got something to play with. Salute, Sam Presti. The LA Clippers, I'm not going to sit here and call them pissy little brother. I am going to speak highly of the Los Angeles Clippers because I am highly impressed with what the Los Angeles Clippers have done since trading for James Harden. They moved Russell Westbrook to the bench. They started out struggling, but they are the other team that's one of the hottest teams in the NBA besides my Cleveland Cavaliers, which my Cleveland Cavaliers did knock them off when they came to Cleveland. Just want to throw that out there. But they're still hot. Kawhi is playing at an MVP level. Paul George is balling his ass off. James Harden looks great. Russell Westbrook off the bench, cool. Norm Powell. If anybody was going to figure this thing out with the 4 LA boys, it was going to be Ty Lue. Salute, Ty Lue. Figured that shit right on out. Defending champion Denver Nuggets coming in at number 4. They're the champs. They're not too far behind the Clippers. It won't surprise me if they make a run and make it into that top 3, make it to that 2 seed. Honestly, they might get all the way up to number 1. It don't matter. They've been there. They're battle tested. They just need to get into the tournament, and I think that's all that matters to them. I think they're going to end up in the top 2. I think they're probably going to fuck around and get the 1 seed. Joker is still Joker. Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray is the X factor, as well as Michael Porter Jr. The Phoenix Suns still don't know what to. I still haven't seen enough of Bill, Book, and KD together. I haven't seen enough. I just haven't. Nurk, I haven't seen enough from them. And we'll see what they do in the buyout market. The New Orleans Pelicans, what a pleasant surprise. Brandon Ingram playing out of level. CJ McCollum playing out of level. Zion, we need to see you more, big dog. Willie Green is doing a great job with them. 7, the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie, Luka, get healthy, stay healthy. Bringing in, they traded Grant Williams. So, PJ Washington is who they got for him. Bringing in PJ Washington, getting younger. If Kyrie is healthy and Kyrie is focused and Kyrie is balling and Luka is in shape and Luka is focused and Luka is balling, those two can take this team wherever they need to go. The Sacramento Kings, I'm disappointed in them. I expected them to be a lot better than this 8 seed right here. But the Western Conference is stacked. All of these teams are bunched in together. The Sacramento Kings are like a 10-game winning streak from being at the top of the fucking conference. I'm going to tell you that. Salute, Mike Brown. Which brings me to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I knew it. I fucking knew it. All that shit with LeBron and fucking this minutes restriction. Who are y'all fooling? Who are y'all talking to? LeBron tried, though. LeBron was, okay. I can do the minutes restriction. But he looked at it and was like, hey, man, put me the fuck in. AD is healthy and AD is playing well, like 26-12 from AD. He's balling. They just got to find some consistency. They just have to find their rhythm. They just got to find it. Again, the Lakers are a 10-game winning streak from being the fucking 4 seed, something like that. The Golden State Warriors, God bless Steph Curry. This shit he dealing with, he's still playing at his level. He's still the greatest shooter in the world. He's going to be the greatest shooter in the world. If Steph Curry wants to play until he's 45, 50 years old, with that jump shot, he would probably be able to. But I know he's looking to his left and seeing Klay Thompson being cooked, and looking to his right and seeing Draymond Green getting suspended and doing all of this crazy shit that he's doing. And he's like, what the fuck? Steve, you should have been playing Jonathan Kuminga. Salute Jonathan Kuminga. My dog right there, Jonathan Kuminga, who I wanted to Cavs to draft. And if he would have been available in some trade talks, I would have traded Isaac Okoro on the first fucking thing smoking to get Jonathan Kuminga. You think I fucking wouldn't? Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all follow me on Facebook. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all already know. Who the fuck was I talking about 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Jonathan Kuminga, Evan Mobley, Imani Bates. Have an opportunity to have all three of them in this organization at the same time after I talked all of these motherfuckers up. The fuck y'all want me to say? In a heartbeat, I would have made that move. Sorry, Ice. You're my dog, but that's my other guy. That's my other dog. You see what he bringing. Utah and Houston. I think Houston can get one of those spots. Ime Udoka is doing a great job down there. He is doing a great job. Jalen Green's playing at a level. Fred VanVleet. Bringing a guy like Fred VanVleet and bringing a guy like Dillon Brooks in there, bringing some veteran guys to help you, and they'll jump Utah. And they may be fighting Golden State for that 10th spot. I have a feeling the Lakers are going to take a leap. Same thing with Sacramento, same thing with Dallas. I think those guys, it's just Golden State I'm worried about. I think it might be over. I think Clay's checked out. Draymond Dre may call it after this year and go to TNT and take the, because he's already has a contract with TNT. He has his pod. He's doing well. He's preparing himself for life after basketball. And him and Chuck killed it on Sunday at the All-Star with the alternate broadcast. I watched a quarter of them. Entertaining. Chuck and Draymond together. Just print the fucking money. Why don't you? Houston has a shot. With those young guys, with Jalen Green and Jabari Smith Jr. and Sengun, who's tough. I saw the Houston Rockets in person. Sengun is tough. Sengun, he's I'm not gonna say he's a Jokic clone, or he's like Jokic. I will say, like, his pacing, he gets to his spots. Him in the low post. Jared Allen had a long day. And you put VanVleet and you put Dillon Brooks. I know y'all hate Dillon Brooks, but probably in that locker room with those young guys, the Rockets have a shot to get there. MVP candidates. Right now, for me, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is our league MVP. If not for the restriction on the games, It would be Joel Embiid, but he's out and he's going to be out, but he would be that guy. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that right now for me. Oklahoma City is the 2 seed. They possibly could get the 1 if they keep up what they're doing. Of course, Joker. But I think the voters are going to have voter fatigue, and I think that's bullshit, voter fatigue. Donovan Mitchell was definitely there. If the Cleveland Cavaliers can somehow find their way as the 1 seed, and Donovan Mitchell continues to play at the level that he's playing, you have to consider him, at least give him a couple of first-place votes. Of course, Greek. Of course, Giannis. I'm going to put Giannis on any MVP list because y'all know how I feel about Greek. That's my bias pick. I'm always going to throw Greek in somewhere. Y'all see I had Greek on my top 5 in my honorable mentions for LeBron's heir apparent. He already has 2 MVPs. They might have voter fatigue for him too, which I think, again, is bullshit. Jason Tatum with the Boston Celtics, if he continues to level up and Boston stays there, he should get some MVP consideration. He should get some first-place votes there, as well as Kawhi Leonard, who has been balling. He hasn't been street close junior this year. He's been playing at a level where it's like, God damn, look at the numbers, and then, or even, fuck the numbers. Just watch the games. Watch how he's playing. He's playing at MVP level. Rookie of the year is Wemby or it's Chet. There's nobody else. If you say anybody else besides Wemby or Chet, you're not qualified to talk to me. And I will not have this conversation with you for Rookie of the Year. Fuck out of here. Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is up there, and as well as Chet Holmgren is up there. I watched him in his second regular season game, NBA game against my Cleveland Cavaliers. Block shit. Isaac Okoro was trying. Hey, they was trying to put him in the rim, and he was blocking everything at the rim. And with him at 7 feet, and yes, he only weighs probably like $180 on a good day. I weigh $180 every day. Defensively, he's been balling. Most improved is Tyrese Maxey. Unless you want to throw Tyrese Halliburton's name in there, I don't want to do that. I hate to even throw any of these 2 guys in there because they put up big numbers last year and they're going to put up bigger numbers this year. That's the thing I don't like about most improved, especially like with Ja Morant winning most improved. He went from like he's like, oh, come on, man. Coach of the year, Chris Finch in Minnesota. Great job. They're the current number 1 seed. Mark Daigneault in OKC. Great job down there. J.B. Bickerstaff, of course, in Cleveland. Ty Lue with the job he's done with the L.A. Clippers, with them struggling with the acquisition of James Harden, and then him figuring it out. And, of course, Joe Mazzulla in Boston, because Boston is the best team in the league, and they're balling, and this is his second. You're like, you got to throw him in there. Now, let's get to Eastern Conference Finals. I got it as it stands at 1-2. I got the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers locking up in the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston is right now the best team in the league for me. The way the Cleveland Cavaliers have been playing since mid-December, I think they're going to keep that up. And I think last year's playoffs was a learning experience for Darius Garland. It was a learning experience for Jared Allen. It was a learning experience for Evan Mobley. It was a learning experience for J.B. Bickerstaff. So I think they get that together. I think they can win the first round series against whoever the fuck. And if they have to see Milwaukee, New York, Philly in the second round, I think they break through. But can the Cleveland Cavaliers win the Eastern Conference Finals? Right now, my answer is no. I got the Boston Celtics coming out of the East. My Western Conference Finals. I got the Los Angeles Clippers, and I got the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are the champions until someone beats them. So my NBA Finals, the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets, which I believe was my finals at the beginning of the year. Or did I have Milwaukee and Denver? I have to check. I'll put it down and I'll pin it in the comments. And your 2023-2024 NBA champion is going to be the Boston Celtics. I had to take a swig on that because y'all know how I feel about the Boston Celtics. But I have to be a responsible. I'm not going to hate on them. They are the best team in the NBA right now. They've been playing like the best team in the NBA right now. And I believe this is the year that they break through and win title number 18. I'm saying that and I'm gritting my teeth. That's a rough one to say. Before I get out of here, I highly recommend you guys check out the Giannis Antetokounmpo documentary on Amazon Prime. It is a fantastic documentary, man. Like, I was already a fan of Greek. Y'all know how I feel about Giannis. After LeBron, Greek is my guy. I'll defend Greek the way I defend Bron. Y'all can't say shit bad about Greek around me because we gonna have to go outside. And if you watching this doc and his story and knowing his story now, it gave me a better understanding of not only him, but Thanasis. I have a better understanding of Thanasis. Thanasis is his protector. He wants his big brother around because it makes him, he wants all of his brothers around him, which is why Alex is with the Bucks organization as well. Thanasis was Giannis's protector. And Giannis protected Costa and Alex the way that Thanasis protected him. He was all about family. He played basketball and he got to the level that he got to get his family together. Do y'all know that this man, when he got drafted by the Bucks, he wanted to get the rest of his family over here. They couldn't get here because they didn't have visas because they weren't legal citizens of Greece. Giannis was going to throw all of it away if they couldn't get his family over here. So could y'all imagine? Like, just he's all about his family. He's all about his brothers. He's all about his mom. He's all about his dad. Man, his dad, rest in peace. Like, he lost his dad right before he won his MVPs. He was ready to give it. Like, y'all just have to watch the doc. I don't want to spoil all of it. I'll just say you'll get a better understanding of him. Y'all will understand what Thanasis means to him and why he needs to have Thanasis where he's at. Pat Bev also said Thanasis is a great teammate. You need great teammates. You need that dude on your team. I highly recommend you guys watch that. With that said, y'all, we gonna get on out of here for the night. Wow, 2 episodes again. I don't know what we're gonna talk about next week. I can't even guarantee what we're gonna talk about next week, but we're gonna get to it. It's probably gonna be some Cavs talk. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be some crazy sports story that breaks. But also, one thing that I'm going to speak on, and one of the hot topics, or the hot topic that I'm going to speak on, is the resurrection of the NCAA football franchise on the next gen consoles. Some news broke about that in the past couple of weeks. Something just broke today that I'm still processing and looking at and going to do more research on. So that's going to probably be my first hot topic next week. I don't know when it's going to drop. I think I'm going to do the Club Pizzle hot topic on Wednesday and then go into Club Pizzle on Thursday. I think that's how I'm going to do that. So y'all stay tuned for that. Again, thank y'all for y'all's continued support of this platform. Thank y'all for y'all continued support of this podcast. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great, stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Until next week, y'all. Peace.